at least. But Tomo, let's get it, man. So why these Niners, man?
Man, look. Dave came in at the right time, man, because we was on here. We did the episode yesterday. We said, man, they gonna beat them by 45. Man, this is easy work. If Dallas held them to 0, I'm scared to see what the 49ers gonna do, man. That defense. But they showed up, they shut us up, they got their 30. We started the hashtag in the chat called hashtag 30 Purdy. Dave, this your team. Again, my man undefeated when he finishes a game. How you feeling about that?
I feel good. I feel good. I feel good.
It's so calm, man.
I gotta say this though. The mic does sound different.
It does. You look different too.
That was a good game that we played last night. I still see some shaky things that Brock Purdy is doing out there as far as the quarterback. And I still think he has time to clean it up. Of course, this is only his 12th game as an NFL player that he's started. 11-1 in those games, of course, 11-0 as when he starts and finishes. So, but there was a throw that he threw across the right that was supposed to be intended for George Kittle that definitely should have been picked off, but George Kittle played DB and even did the seatbelt thing. It was like, yeah, I'm going to defend this. Get this up out of here. But I kind of wanted to bring up some stats, some next gen stats from that game. So the Giants defense blitzed Purdy on basically 80% of his dropbacks. 19 times on 24 dropbacks. And he averaged about 2.3 seconds each one. In that coverage, though, he was 20 of 31, 247 yards and 2 touchdowns. So he was pretty efficient against the blitz. I like to see that. CMC now has 10 plus run yards this season, which is more than every NFL team in the NFL except for the Browns. CMC's doing his thing. Now I got to take a shot at Ty, because Ty said that his team was coming for the Yak title from us, and he said it was going to be one guy, Zay Flowers. Now I like Zay Flowers. I think he's going to be the offensive rookie of the year. However, Deebo Samuel yesterday had 81 yards after the catch. George Kittle had 49 out of 90 after the catch. Christian McCaffrey had 46. Juwan Jennings had 17 out of 31 total yards that he had. And Elijah Mitchell had 15. So, Ty, relax. You don't have enough players on your team to get the Yak title from San Francisco. But I got to say this, though. I think CMC should be in a conversation for MVP if he continues this year. He's on pace to run for over 2,200 yards. Not saying that it's going to happen, but if he's healthy and we continue to play like this every single year, every single game, he has the opportunity to be MVP.
Yeah.
Our defense definitely played well, held them to only 150 yards. We had more Yak yards than they had total yards. So, but we need to clean up those penalties. Those penalties is definitely something, because if it wasn't for those penalties, they wouldn't have had a touchdown yesterday.
That's a fact. I'll give you that.
So we got to clean that up. And can we stop signing Anthony Brown, cutting them, signing someone else, then cutting them and signing Anthony Brown again? Can we stop that?
He got pitchers, man. He got pitchers.
Can we just be consistent about who we're gonna keep? Deebo had another great game, 6 for 129 yards and a touchdown. And I said it yesterday, Tom. I said Ronnie Bell, you're gonna have a sight on Ronnie Bell, and what happened? He got his first career touchdown yesterday. On on a nice pass from Purdy, which is Purdy has some really good passes out there, but he has some bad ones as well. So it was a good mixture of it. But I just want to see him do better. That's it. Like I said, we 3-0, put up 30 points again, 3 straight games, 30 Purdy.
Joe.
I didn't see the hashtag in the chat. My bad. I was out yesterday. So look, y'all remember I did my not so average top 5 quarterbacks of the playoffs last year, and I had Daniel Jones over Brock Purdy. And what's wrong with you? When you read these numbers, right? Daniel Jones 22 of 32, Brock Purdy 25 of 37. Daniel Jones 137 yards, Brock Purdy 310 yards. Daniel Jones 0 TDs, Brock Purdy 2 TDs. Daniel Jones 1 interception, Brock Purdy 0. Brock Purdy had a better game. That's what the numbers say. But the game I watched, I felt like Daniel Jones had an individual better game than Brock Purdy. You just said it yourself, Dave. Y'all had 100 between Kittle, Debo, and C-Mac. Y'all had 168 yak yards. A lot of the passing yards came through screens, came through your receivers breaking off. So my whole thing is the way you started off your soliloquy when you said you're concerned about Brock Purdy, I would be too, because he looked shaky a lot of the game. He did make 2 good throws. He made a good throw to Debo on the back shoulder on the right side of the end zone, and he made a throw when pressure in his face. He threw it on the other side of the end zone too. I forgot who the receiver was.
It was Ronnie Bell.
Yeah, Ronnie Bell, right? But he missed a whole bunch of throws too. A whole bunch of throws. And it's the second week in a row I'm seeing this. Second week. And I'm like, whoa. And I look at Daniel Jones. He coming to this game missing 2 offensive linemen and Saquon Barkley. He don't have not one guy over there that's good as Debo, Chris McCaffrey, George Kittle. I mean, even Ronnie Bell. That's 20. That's another thing. Giants had 24 rushing yards outside of Daniel Jones when y'all had 142. So Brock Purdy looked like he had a better game because he's just in a better situation. But I still think Daniel Jones is a better quarterback than Brock Purdy. But I think with Brock Purdy, y'all can do a lot still.
He lied.
Because you think it's a lie? Y'all tripping. Like that game alone y'all won 30-12, but that game was a lot more closer than it really was. It really was. Like I think late in the third quarter, the score was what 20-12, something like that. Late in the third quarter.
That's when they got that touchdown because of the penalties.
You talking with the Giants?
Yeah.
Matt Breida.
Didn't they have penalties too?
They had a lot.
Yeah. And actually had a questionable penalty. That shouldn't have. Well, it was a penalty because he did push. I get it.
There was a questionable one that the roughing the passer that was questionable. That was not roughing the passer.
So my whole thing is, I mean, that's penalty part of the game, but my whole thing is that game was like they were moving the ball on y'all until like maybe like the second half they stopped moving the ball because y'all defense is stout. But you think y'all defense in the passing game has looked suspect at times the last 2 games.
I said that last week. I said that last week.
So I'm like, man, like if I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan right now, I know I'm sitting there like, we might got a chance. I'm a Cowboy fan, all right? So speaking of Cowboy fan, go ahead, Tomo.
He did that on purpose. He did that. He did.
Hey, Joe.
He did that on purpose.
Hey, Joe, I'm gonna tell you like this. I watched them first 3 quarters. After that Trayvon news, I was like, man, if Trayvon was here, we might get them Niners a run for their money. But I told y'all with the Cowboys and 49ers, the regular season, we might get them in the regular season. It's the playoffs. That's when I want to see them. All right, that's when that magic just works for them. You know what I mean? But Daniel Jones, I'm not calling him Danny. I'm calling him by his government name. His mama named him Daniel Jones. I'm gonna call him Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones and the New York Giants need a leader. That's what that team is missing. They are a young group of players who have a great defensive line. However, it's just not coming together at the right time. You got 2 rookies and Adoree Jackson as your cornerbacks. So you already know what time it is when quarterbacks see that. Oh, I'm gonna just throw the ball up because at some point these rookies gonna make a a rookie mistake. That's what happened on some of those deep passes. Darren Waller. I mean, why did y'all go get him? Why did you get him? If you're not gonna use him, why did you get
Why did you draft Jalen Hyatt if you're not going to use him? He only
another
had like
one?
9 snaps in the entire game. Made
They
no
just
sense.
got him for his jersey number. Like at this point, I don't know what Dayball wants out of this offense. I don't know what Dayball expects from this defense. But this team is too good on paper to be looking the way they look on film. Like something is like a gap in between the two. And yesterday, after they came back in that Cardinals game, because technically I think the Cardinals was like, what are we doing? Why are we winning football games? We're trying to tank it. And they let the Giants come back. And in this game, they were looking like, wait, why are we still in a might could win this game. And then next thing you know, the 49ers said, no, we're a better team, and woke up. So to me, of course, that game looked closer, but I'm looking at it at a different lens, though, Joe. I'm looking at it like the 49ers walked in, said it's Thursday, it's the Giants, we can beat them. And the Giants started putting up a fight, and they was like, wait. They really think they can win this? And then that's when the 30 points started. So three takeaways. Giants need a leader. Purdy I think they made the right choice. Of course, him being undrafted, you see why he was undrafted, because, of course, he's not going to make every throw. If he made every throw, then he would have got drafted, right? And 3, the 49ers defense is still that same defense from yesterday. However, I mean, from last year, just a little bit. However, it's week 3, so everybody's not going to really put the pedal to the metal the way they want to, because the secondary is still a little iffy. Those are my 3 takeaways.
Yeah,
that was
Yeah, go ahead.
So, and also, everybody's like, oh, Brock Purdy. And I'm like, yo, Jimmy G, I mean, I don't think Brock Purdy is that much better. Now, Brock Purdy could throw the ball downfield. I get that. But Jimmy G didn't have Christian McCaffrey. I said like a million times last year. He never played with Christian McCaffrey.
Jimmy G, yes, he did.
The first game he came in and they won. He won that game, right?
Yeah, he played when Christian McCaffrey was there. He was there. No, he played 2 or 3 games with him.
No, the last time he played was against the Chiefs, and I don't think Christian McCaffrey played that. He did play.
He did. He didn't start in that game, but he played the game against the Rams. Purdy was not playing
against the Rams.
Yes, last year that wasn't him. That was Jimmy G.
Was that first game? Was that Jimmy Garoppolo's first game with him?
No, that was his second game, because he was the first game was with Kansas City. Then the second game was against the Rams.
Okay, so he 2-0. Okay, against the Rams they killed him. Okay, but everybody, I'm like, bro, like Purdy every snap was with Chris McCaffrey, bro. And the defense wasn't even healthy first half of last year when Jimmy G was the starter. So that's why I'm like, I don't think Brock Purdy's that much better than Jimmy G. If y'all watch the Raiders, y'all, like the thing about the 49ers, if you know the system, you can be good in that offense. If you know the system. I think that was probably Trey Lance's issue, learning the system. But like
that's what they say.
That's exactly what I said. That's absolutely what I said.
There you go. If you watch Jimmy G with the Raiders, I know they 1-1 and they got killed by the Bills. But Jimmy G looks way better than what Derek Carr did last year because he knows the system, bro.
Exactly.
So, like, I'm telling you, man, like, Brock Purdy, I think he will get better, though, throughout the year. But if he has to take out home throughout the game.
Just say it, Joe. Just say it. No, just say it, Joe. Say what you say about the rest of these, what everybody's been saying about these quarterbacks. I got to see them play against a real team to understand if Purdy is that. That's kind of where you're going with it.
It's kind of like how will y'all look, Dave, if y'all down by 18, 17, and like y'all need offense. Y'all need consistent offense. And what y'all do, because every pass he didn't make, it was there every single time. Like, bro, y'all coaching staff is bro, Kyle Shanahan's a beast, bro. I'm sorry.
I know this. See, this is my thing when it comes to this team. And this is what I've been saying all year long. I said everything you said, Joe, is everything I have already said about this team. You're just now reiterating everything I said. I said Brock Purdy is nothing but Jimmy Garoppolo 2.0. That's exactly what I said. And you just said the same thing. He's no different than Jimmy G. He's really no different. He just has a stronger arm. That's about it. But even with that stronger arm, he's not accurate when he throws the ball down the field. That was the same issue Jimmy Garoppolo had, and that's why I brought it up last week. It was the same issues that I had before. Now,
he's a great job of looting the rush too, though. I'll give him that.
He does. He's better at he's better at noticing the blitzes than Jimmy G is. That's another thing I'll give him credit to. Because when it comes to getting blitzed, Jimmy G was erratic. He didn't know how to control. He didn't know what to do when it came to that.
He gets
Sometimes
shaky, man.
every single time he gets shaky. You remember the Broncos game last year when he ran out of bounds because of the blitz and that safety? Yeah, I don't think I have to worry about that with Brock Purdy. But
What should have did that in the Eagles game?
but there are two. Wow. But there are
I
too many.
needed y'all to win that day. That's why. My bad. Go ahead.
I know.
It's New
I
Year
know.
time.
But there are times where Purdy, I'm just like, come on, you have to complete that pass. There's no way you should miss that. So everything you said, Joe, those are the same concerns I said. That's why I said everything I said before about this coach, about this coaching staff and this organization. That Brock Purdy better be the answer, because all you're getting is Jimmy Garoppolo 2.0. If we don't win anything, then what was the point of trading away Trey Lance?
Who y'all got next?
We got the Cardinals next.
All right. The touch-up game, so we're going to see.
Yeah, but it's the divisional game, so I expect it to be a defensive battle at least.
It's going to be like the Cowboys versus the Giants.
So also the Niners are 3-0. The third team in NFL history to be 3-0 and score 30 points each game. The other two teams is the 2007 Patriots and the 1938 Pittsburgh Pirates. Sorry.
Is that the year when they fused? Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? They try to bring the two cities together. Well,
Kev. Sorry, one more thing. Kev, this defense is only allowing 14 points per game and 258 yards per game. Only 53 rushing yards per game and 205 yards passing per game. But like you said, it's only week 3, so you're not. You're still not sure about this defense yet.
That's the stat, the rushing stat, because that's the only thing the Eagles can hold their head on right now. Everything else, their defense is failing at. They can tell you they can stop the run. So I was waiting for you to say rushing stat.
I think almost all the Kevo predictions are going down south, bro.
Every single one.
Well, I mean, hopefully ours don't go down south.